Once upon a time, in an era where gods and mortals shared the same world, where the fates of men were woven by the hands of divine powers, a great tale of love and destruction unfolded. This story did not just seal the destiny of two individuals, but led to the downfall of a mighty civilization. It was the story of Paris and Helen, a saga of beauty, passion, and war. It all began at the wedding of the sea goddess Thetis and the hero Peleus. Zeus, the king of the gods, wanted this celebration to be the grandest of all. A magnificent feast was prepared, and the gods and goddesses of Olympus gathered in joy. But Eris, the goddess of strife and discord, was not invited. Enraged by this insult, Eris sought revenge. At the height of the celebration, she threw a golden apple into the midst of the gathering. The apple gleamed and bore a simple yet fateful inscription, "To the fairest." This seemingly harmless gift sparked chaos among the goddesses. Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite each claimed the apple as their own. The dispute escalated, reaching a point where even Zeus hesitated to intervene. Finally, it was decided that the judgment would be left to a mortal, Paris, the prince of Troy. Paris was the son of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy. However, a dark prophecy surrounded his birth, foretelling that he would bring great ruin to his city. To avert this fate, the infant Paris was abandoned on a mountain and left to die, only to be rescued and raised by a shepherd family. Though he lived a simple life as a shepherd, Paris's noble bearing and striking beauty betrayed his royal lineage. One by one, the three goddesses approached Paris, each offering him an irresistible reward. Hera promised him dominion over the world and unmatched power. Athena offered victory in battle and endless wisdom. Aphrodite, however, whispered a promise that stirred his heart. She would give him the love of the most beautiful woman in the world. Overcome by this alluring promise, Paris awarded the golden apple to Aphrodite. This choice sealed not only his fate, but also that of Troy and the entire Greek world. Aphrodite's promised prize, Helen, was the queen of Sparta and renowned as the most beautiful woman in the world. She was the daughter of Zeus and the mortal Leda, a woman of unparalleled beauty, who captivated all who beheld her. However, Helen was already married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta. Guided by Aphrodite, Paris journeyed to Sparta. The moment he saw Helen, he was mesmerized by her beauty, and she, enchanted by Aphrodite's spell, fell for Paris's youthful charm. Their love was immediate, passionate, and uncontrollable. Helen abandoned her kingdom, her husband, and her homeland to flee with Paris to Troy. Helen's elopement was not merely a romantic affair. It was a grave insult to the honor of Menelaus and the Greek kings. Menelaus called upon his brother Agamemnon, the powerful king of Mycenae, who rallied all the Greek kingdoms to his cause. Together, they vowed to retrieve Helen and punish Troy. This coalition included some of the greatest heroes of the age. Achilles, the mighty warrior, blessed with near invincibility by his goddess mother, Thetis. Odysseus, the cunning and resourceful king of Ithaca. Ajax, a giant of a man known for his immense strength. Nestor, the wise and experienced elder. 1,000 ships set sail for Troy, carrying an army unmatched in size and strength. This fleet, a sight of unparalleled might, marked the beginning of one of the most legendary wars in history. The Greeks laid siege to Troy for 10 long years. The walls of Troy, built by the gods themselves, proved nearly impenetrable. Both sides experienced moments of great heroism and tragic loss. Hector, Paris's brother and the noble prince of Troy, fought valiantly to defend his city. His bravery and devotion earned him the respect of both allies and enemies. Achilles, a whirlwind of rage and power on the battlefield, struck fear into the hearts of his foes, but was often driven by his pride and wrath. Paris, though not as formidable a warrior as Hector, fought for his love and stood as a symbol of the passion that had ignited the conflict. Meanwhile, the gods took sides. Hera and Athena supported the Greeks, still angered by Paris's judgment, while Aphrodite shielded Paris and the Trojans. But even divine interventions could not resolve the stalemate. After a decade of bloodshed, the Greeks devised a cunning plan to end the war. Odysseus proposed building a colossal wooden horse within which their finest warriors would hide. The Greeks feigned retreat, leaving the horse as a supposed offering to the gods. The Trojans, believing the war was over, brought the horse into their city as a symbol of their victory. That night, as the Trojans celebrated, the Greek warriors emerged from the horse. They opened the gates of Troy, allowing the Greek army to flood the city. Troy burned, its people were slaughtered, and the great city fell. Paris perished in the chaos, and Helen was taken back to Greece by Menelaus. Yet even in victory, there was no true happiness. The war left scars that would never heal, and shadows that would linger for generations. The love of Paris and Helen, born of beauty and passion, brought forth unparalleled destruction. Troy, a city of glory and legend, was reduced to ashes. This tale, a mix of divine will and mortal folly, became one of history's most enduring epics. For in the end, love, though the greatest of gifts, can also be the most devastating of curses. The story of Paris and Helen reminds us that beauty and passion, when intertwined with destiny, can shape the fate of the world. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Also, please visit our Pinterest and Etsy pages in the description below.